My dear guests, I am Mr. Rourke, your host. Welcome to Fantasy Island.
Hello, hello, hello. My name is Charles. I want to welcome you to my channel. This video is going to be about health care, health scare, living in the Philippines, my first visit to the hospital. One of the things that I've always tried to cover on this channel is taking care of your health while living overseas. It's very important. We talk about how you should get yourself checked out before you come here. But after you've been here for a while, like I have, I'm in my third year, you should have established some sort of hospital care, some sort of doctor care that you can rely on while you're here. Last year, my first episode had to do with uric acid. I call myself eating healthy. I was eating more tuna out the can, and come to find out that was going to raise my uric acid level. And so I had to get some antibiotics for that, and that took care of that. But now I'm having some real strange issues, and they were all new to me. If you notice, I haven't posted a video for a while because I've been dealing with these health issues, and I didn't want to come and do a video until I had a solution. This is what's been happening. My legs have been swelling down around my ankles, and I suspected I knew what it was. However, I tried some self-remedies, which were successful. However, it continued to get worse. I started having eruptions on the lower part of my legs, and it actually started to bleed. That meant that it's time to go see a doctor, and with the help of my personal assistant, Wang, this is another reason you should have a personal assistant. She was able to navigate this system for me, and it didn't turn and made it much simpler for me to get this done. So we went to the doctor first because you can't get labs unless you go to a doctor. The doctor took a look at my blood pressure, and they took a look at what was happening on my legs, and he prescribed an antibiotic because he said it looks like it's some sort of internal infection or something like that. And he prescribed painkillers, which I took. And he gave me the paperwork to go get the lab work. The lab work, I had to go to Mactan Hospital to get it, to their pharmacy department. I'm going to cover the cost of this at the end, too. They took the blood test, and here's the good thing about having another personal assistant. Because she was with me, and because she had taken her husband to this doctor and the hospital, she knew the whole setup. She had helped me navigate this like it was no problem at all. And what we did was we went to the pharmacy, we got the test. The test cost me 3,500 pesos. That's about 60, that's about, let's say, $75 right now, just to get the blood work. And the doctor visit with the meds he prescribed was about 1,650 pesos. So in total, you can add that together. That was the cost of the doctor's visit. Because I do not carry medical insurance for doctor visits here, but I do carry insurance for hospital emergency visits. So we got the test done because I was able to go to the doctor. It was so hot and so tiring right now to where it was so bad. I came home, and then we came back a few days later after I had taken the med to see if they worked to get the lab work. And then I was able to come home, and she was able to go back and meet with the doctor, and we did a video consultation. One of the things that I've been trying to avoid here, becoming a diabetic. The lab work shows I was becoming a type 2 diabetic. And that was the cause of the eruptions in my legs. And we've started a treatment plan with metformin. I'm looking at my diet and my vitamin consumption because with diabetes, you have to be concerned about insulin spikes. which means what I've been eating, I have to monitor it closer and probably eliminate some stuff because what I was doing, I used to eat a lot of restaurant food. I've had to cut that out entirely because it's highly seasoned, and that's causing the problems with the eruptions and the lymphoderma, which is called edema, and sarcoidosis. No, it's not sarcoidosis, some other word. Sarcopenia are all starting to have an effect on my health because at the age I am, I'm 71, and I'm going to cover that too. I'm experiencing health issues, normal health issues. However, I understand if I take control and manage it correctly, I won't have to be on metformin for long. And as far as the eruptions on my legs, this is what I want to share with you. Most plans tell you to wear pressure socks. They give you ointments for the outside, but they don't repair the problem. The problem is in the veins. And if you don't have the right, there are some remedies that you have. And I found this. I'm going to show you this. Miracle Bomb. When I started using that, the eruption stopped. My legs started clearing up. I tried the doctor's ointment. It didn't work. It stopped it didn't let it get infected, but it didn't stop the eruptions. That stuff stopped it. So now that I understand that number one, it's what I'm eating, it's going into my bloodstream because it's not being siphoned enough because I do have some onset of some sort of kidney problem, which I'm still going to be working through, which came about as a part of the uric acid. I may have kidney stones. Next is changing my diet, not eating all that fast food. Also, I'm going on to a vitamin supplement plan that I looked up because I'm taking control and practicing the discipline with my health because I do not want to go back to America. That would have been the most depressing thing for me to have to go back to America to get treated. I don't want to do that. I just don't. That was the worst part of what I'm going through, and that's why I didn't even want to be on camera. I really didn't, because I didn't want to come on here and start talking about that. But enough about that. But the other part of it is that, and some other little bloggers have shared about it, and this was the one thing that concerned me was the HIV statistics here. I've been here going on 3 years, and I had never heard them say anything about the statistics. It finally came up in the news that it has become so bad it's almost about could be a emergency here in the Philippines. So it makes that pay for play and the sexual activities here risky at best. Risky at best. As a matter of fact, I didn't come here and get this far in my life to catch HIV/AIDS. That's not a good look. That happened to a cousin of mine. He was gay. He got retired, and then he started sleeping with gay boys, and one of them, and he came down with HIV in his 70s. He had a, we had to bury him in a closed casket. But enough about that. I'm doing well. My other videos, we're going to be talking more about what I found out from a housekeeper, what we think is going on here behind the scenes. She's telling me stories that totally contradict some of the stuff other vloggers are saying about these relationships. Click like and click share. Well, stay tuned for my content.